Hey, good morning, everyone. Nick the Pond King here. We're down in Farmington getting ready for project number 4, getting to pick through the awesome boulder pile. Boulder Dan has just done, I'm so proud. I already see a couple of awesome boulders in the pile. So I'm excited. It's always fun coming here. We have an awesome opportunity here. We're building on a hillside, so you're going to want to keep watching because project number 4 is a pondless waterfall with a single 5,000 to 9,000 gallon an hour pump. It's going to be a minimum of 25 feet long, but we're on a hillside, so we have an awesome canvas to play with. Let's go pick some boulders and have some fun. Thanks for joining us. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, there's some just really pretty colors on that. It's just like its own piece of art. The aqua blocks are awesome. We like to use the 45 mil EPDM liner. It's nice and heavy duty. It's great for Minnesota. It allows for freeze thaw. It stretches and expands up to about 300% before it starts getting brittle. We're using a 15 by 15 liner. We've got 6 large aqua blocks to fit in here. We've always put our fabric down on top of the liner underneath these aqua blocks, at least under the corners. And then we'll fill in with various size gravel. We start with our 2 to 3 inch gravel. That's these buckets here. Just kind of your fist size. That'll plug in and tighten everything around the aqua blocks. We'd had a great day. I'm really excited. We got some really fun stuff planned here. We've got boulders starting to make their way here. Got the basin in and we are ready to start doing our first waterfall. So I'm pretty excited by that. I love when we get these hillsides to play with. So if you have an area in your yard that's very similar to this, where maybe you're not able to grow grass, maybe it's an area that's just getting no real attention, maybe you just can't get anything to grow, but what a cool spot. We're gonna sneak a waterfall in right underneath this birch tree. And we've taken up a couple of roots. We have done some damage to the root system, but I think it's going to be in a really good spot. We're not affecting too much past the drip line, and there are some roots that are going to go past it too, so I think we're going to be okay. But stay tuned, keep watching, because this is going to just be one episode, and before you know it, you're going to get to check out a running waterfall. So we'll be back on Monday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick the Pond King. Just trying to show you that water features are fun everywhere. This time it's right here in Stillwater, Minnesota. I hope you're having fun. I'm really happy with the progress we made. We've got some really cool things happening right now. One of the downsides to working on a hillside like this is because we like to use these huge boulders, some things can take a little bit longer because we're really pushing what this machine can handle. So you have to really strategize how you're lifting the boulder, how you have it strapped to the machine. But we're getting some really cool stuff happening because we're doing that and taking our time. I'm really excited for this boulder to get worked in tomorrow. It's gonna be a waterfall that's gonna really do a cool turning effect. So it's gonna come off of this, it's gonna act as a frame and a waterfall, and we're gonna have it going right towards this window where it's gonna bounce off of this rock, turn back around, and come over the waterfall the guys set this morning. So things are going great. I'm really happy with the progress, and I'm really excited because whenever we get to build on these hillsides like this, we get some magical things happening. So you're gonna wanna keep watching because I'm excited to hear what you think about the water action and how this ends up turning out. So make sure to drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't, because next week's episode is gonna be pretty cool too. Project number 5 is a Fountainscape. You might wanna see that because it's something a little smaller. Maybe it'll fit perfect in your yard. Or you're like our clients here at project number 4 who have just a hillside where it was just kind of like, nah, and they really wanted it to turn into something special. We're the perfect people to call for that. 952-454-3101. We create living works of art, 1 yard at a time. And our YouTube channel is just trying to show you that water features are fun everywhere. This time it starts right here in Stillwater, Minnesota. We'll see you tomorrow. We're at the end of the day here. We got tons of really good stuff done today. The team is really working together in a great way, coming up with good ideas. And that's helping us create a more natural look. I feel like we're getting some really good art out of what we're doing together here. Still a bunch of work to do, kind of at the end of the day here. So we're just getting ourselves ready so that when tomorrow hits, we can come in and do our last bit of waterfall. I'm really excited to bring this one to life. As always, it's one of the best things we get to do is plug it in and bring them to life. But a lot of work to do between now and then, and we will be back tomorrow to do that. I feel like we're hitting our goal of making it feel like it's a glacier or waterfall where the glacier melted and left behind these stones, and it's kind of water is still making its way through it. I'm really excited to get it running. We've got that 5,000 to 9,000 gallon an hour pump on this, and we should have some really good water flow, and we should see some real natural things where the water is kind of bottlenecking and spreading out, and even spreading out a little bit wider on some too. So we're gonna get some really natural feeling waterfalls happening here. These clients have been just exceptional to us. They're trusting us with our vision, but they're spoiling us at the same time. Every day at 11, he's come out and asked us what we want for lunch today, taking our orders. And so today we had an awesome spread of pizza, garlic bread, cheesy bread. They got me a special pizza because I've got dietary restrictions from the diverticulitis stuff, and it was phenomenal. So thank you very much to you guys. We appreciate it. It's looking awesome. We'll be back tomorrow. The rain hit this morning, on and off all day. The guys just kept on working, and it's looking fantastic because they're doing detail work. They're doing the prep for drainage, making sure that our edging is in a good spot. I mean, look how beautiful that looks. Imagine when we start pulling in the mulch and then the client plants it. I'm so happy we did our revisiting series. So if you have not watched that yet, go back and watch that one because those are really good for us to show you what this is going to turn into. And it really helped us as designers and customer service for you learn how to better educate our clients on how to plant these. So we've been talking to our clients here about where they can plant things, how to plant it and get it really close. Our team is on point, making sure that everything is sloping downhill and to our check valve so that when you detach that, all the water that would have been in the pipe drains properly. So we have to think of that in Minnesota for winter, which our team is just on point with. We're at the stage where it's all details. The guys did a great job prepping for rain last night, putting down a tarp so that we could get in here. That's been kind of the name of this year. We've had so many hours on just putting down tarps and lifting them, but it's something we're very grateful for because it does help us salvage days and keep us moving forward. So stay tuned because we'll show you where we get those worked in. We got a lot of inspiration from Fontana. If you haven't seen them, they're excellent artists. Really love their style, and they really do a good job of just working in wispy grasses, creeping Jenny, things that aren't gonna block the views, but still add some soft greenery to it. So pretty excited. We're on day 6, just before lunchtime. Hit the ground running again. Guys are out working, getting a lot done. Cal's working on some cleanup right now, getting the garbage into the trailer. We got Justin and Adam working on a couple of just rocks to kind of prevent erosion. Got some outcroppings placed today. Gonna pull out some more of the gravel over here and just get the plastic and as much of that gravel up as we can for them so they can transform this hillside into more of a garden. That's kind of the game we're going for here, the theme. Want them to be able to have a nice garden. So we've got a lot of plastic ripped up. We're still gonna get some dirt. We're pretty close to turning it on though, so that's gonna be really fun. Adam working on edge work up there. You can see paying attention to what he's doing, being careful. Folding the liner under. Justin's working on some grading with the other machine. Lights are hooked up. Things are really close. project is looking fantastic. We're going to get to an after montage for you before you know it, but thank you for sticking around. I can't wait to show this off. There's a bunch of work for us to do still. Like I said, clean up, some more mulch, some detail work, and then trying to make it look like we weren't here. All right, well, the team is killing it. We're going to get back to doing our thing to kind of clean it up. Thanks for joining us. All right, we have water running. We have a completed project here. Adam is just adding a little bit of moss that Justin picked up with his daughter on their bike ride last night. And man, I tell you what, we definitely transformed this hillside. I am in love with it. When we first got here, we had all this boulders that were rather small boulders to make our boulder wall across everything. That was definitely worked. It held up the soil, it held up everything for many years. But they were missing that sound of running water. And one of the things we really talked about was how to blend the old to the new. And I think we did a really good job of doing that, especially since they're really excited to start planting this. So in that time frame, we have help you understand that there is going to be some rather masculine looks, especially when we first finish. And that's why I'm really excited Justin started bringing in that moss and helping break up. And then Justin got some cool little plants to kind of start planting and getting us some kind of greenery in here so that we can kind of break up that really rocky look where the water is. So I'm pretty excited. Things are going to look awesome. We got so many cool things happening here. As a team, we collaborated in a really great way. And what's really fun for me is I left Adam and Aiden to do the last waterfalls to themselves. They added an extra waterfall. They did some really cool rock work. And when we plugged it in, it looks so cool, so natural. This is very much like a stream you'd see while you're hiking in Colorado. So I think we did a really good job of mixing in all different kinds of elements of a waterfall. We've got water where it's hugging the boulder. It's just kind of hugging it, and then it's crashing down right here. And you're getting that really white water effect. We're getting bubbles, so you can watch those bubbles make this really cool turn. We've got a nice sheet waterfall that's just kind of ending in there. We've got another one where it's hugging this water, but it's just got some really cool swirls going on. And then we've got a pinch waterfall where it's a nice sheet falling in a real bottlenecked way. We've got some splits happening. We've got a really natural waterfall where it's just riding over it in a white watery way. I am so excited with the way this turned out. Our team has done just a really good job of talking through things together, coming up with different ideas together, and really melding those ideas to making something that feels really much like it was always here. It's an awesome waterfall. I think we got close to 30 feet in length. I can't wait to see it at night. Hopefully I'll get a chance to come back here and see it at dark, because we've got 7 underwater lights on here. This is a 5,000 to 9,000 gallon an hour pump going through a 3-inch line, and we have over 50,000 pounds of material that we moved in. So I'm loving it. Things are looking awesome. There's so much to look at. It's peaceful sounding, it's tranquil, and it's just really fun to walk around all these cool big boulders, really welcoming. So I'm pumped. Project number 4 is complete. I can't wait to just show this off in time. We'll definitely want to come back to this for our revisiting series, because our client is already talking about how they're going to plant it. That gets us all excited, because look how masculine it looks. Even though we put down all this mulch to try and soften it a little bit, it's still very masculine. So when the plants come in and it starts breaking it up over the few years here, it's going to be really, really fun to come back with our professional photographer and let them go wild and get some really fun shots. Check this out. I love it. Our team did a great job. If this is something you like, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Tune in weekly. We're going to have some new content for you. And if you'd like one of these in your own yard, don't be afraid to give us a call. The number is 952-454-3101. Don't be afraid to call us, even if you're not in Minnesota. We might point you to the certified Aquascape contractor locator, because there's a lot of really talented people throughout the whole world doing this. If you love it, we do too. Thanks for joining us. Water features are fun everywhere. This time it was right here in Stillwater, Minnesota. I love my job. We are Pond King Water Gardens, where we create living works of art, 1 yard at a time.